Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, Solar Diamond Dragon Nation of the new Lemuria rising. We had 6 hours of blackout on the Schumann charts today as we enter 0-point field. Many of our rainbow tribe of the new earth are experiencing time dilations, timeline leaps, shifts in perception, and other time and space anomalies. All emanations expand out from the still white magnetic light at the center of all things, which is everywhere. This is part of the paradox of time and space. All motion is a mirror effect of the mind, frequencies resonating through the void into self. That which is real never changes, eternal love and truth. We are being raptured into the light of the Holy Spirit in this now. The Christos Sophianic codes of freedom, truth, and divine liberation are flowing into the quantum field, directly from the Most High Source Creator. Our holy vessels continue to upgrade and integrate these new frequencies of bliss and joy to transform into light body avatars of the new Eden. We release, let go, and resolve all that no longer serves, and create and manifest all in service to Gaia and all her children of the sun. All Starseed Earth angelics are bridging in the two worlds of heaven and earth through the holy sacrament of divine jurisdiction. As we activate the genius within our crystalline DNA, we are calling on our Siddhi as spiritual gifts to assist in this great ascension process. Together we expand out and into the future new earth, calling and magnetizing her into this now. All conscious co-creators of new Lemuria hold the resonance of peace, freedom, and prosperity in their sacred heart centers of power. We rise in the glory of the gold ray of enlightenment and embodiment as we alchemize the 5 elements to bring balance and harmony to the world forevermore. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our Sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end where we release a very powerful divine decree of the Alchemist. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 16 degrees, 32 minutes Taurus. The sun is at 23 degrees, 42 minutes Gemini. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 24 degrees Gemini. Children skating on ice. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 17 degrees Taurus. A symbolical battle between swords and torches from astrologyweekly.com. And from Tibetan Buddhist master Chamtrul Rinpoche. Many people's love and compassion is very limited and usually extends no further than to their closest family members. Only when we have equanimity towards all beings without exception will our love and compassion truly become all-encompassing. Just how the sun shines onto our world without ever discriminating, it illuminates all. Chamtrul Rinpoche. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Hana Anoya. Crystalline diamond light body. Remember, that's where we are heading for those who choose to ascend their bodies. Now is the time to turn inward and start asking questions deeper about the steps towards shifting into the diamond light architecture fully. We have our own unique ways of shifting as we all bring our own unique expression of light frequency. Start sharing your journey and speak your truth. What is your truth? What does it mean? How does it feel? Where does it come from? Ask your higher self. Feel into the crystalline kingdoms of Gaia and enjoy. Hana Shi Kaya Tara from the Galactic Earth Star Councils. 444 flowing in. And today from Divine Angel of the Light, Vrinda 888, Freedom Earth. Cosmic Mother Dragon is awakening Christos Sophia. That's what Archons, reptilians are most afraid of and tried to destroy her blueprints since Atlantis time, as they know her power to restore and bring great ascension on Earth. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Saffron Satara. There's a holy shift coming. Last week I awoke to hearing Ring of Fire. I knew I had been given a message. The last few days I have been connecting with the mermaids. I knew something was happening but wasn't sure until about 30 minutes ago. I saw the mermaids showing me that they are stabilizing the oceans. This relates to why I dreamt of tsunamis. Although I knew this was about change, I also felt it was collective and possibly parts of the world hit with tsunamis. It isn't the first time I've picked on natural disasters. I was shown this evening the solar shift that everyone has been talking about. Honestly, I haven't gotten into the hype about it, but my guide said to me tonight, holy shift is happening and so many elementals are involved in helping stabilizing the fields for this transition. Otherwise, some parts of the world would be wiped out. I honestly hesitated on writing this, but I'm sharing because I also feel many grid workers will also be called to stabilize the fields. I've seen it and know it. There needs to be teams of us working together to stabilize things. There's biblical times ahead of us. New dawn, holy shift, it's happening. From saffronsatara.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Pars Kute. We are now beginning to fall in love with the life we are manifesting for ourselves. This is to be one of the biggest chapters to our evolution. There is nothing more fulfilling than returning to our divine God selves right now. We are now on the other side of healing, more whole, more connected, and more powerful. We are now ready to step into our new 5D reality, and we know that is only going to get better from here. Breakthroughs come in the process of discovering and melding with our beloved higher God self in stillness. We are ever so grateful and thankful for all that is and very excited for what's to come. Let's get used to feeling like we are on a roll, living in balance, harmony, and in alignment with all that is now our new norm. Within divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Moricetti. Amazing and intense moment. The intensity of Sirius codes. The activation of an infinite portal in us that opens the door to divine consciousness. The possibility to soar above the defense mechanisms and fear, to observe everything from another space. A great infinite opportunity to become awareness of our processes. Double effect of this radiance in relation to the subjective moment. Heart expansion and vision raising perception to the highest levels, cubic vision, telepathy, amplified sense and perceptions, connection to ancestral matrices, manifesting future beings, channels and portals opening. Deep unearthing of shadows from DNA matrices, outdoor projection of ancient schemes and relative creation of reality in the holographic field. Immersion of common emotional content appearing, past and parallel lives becoming visible and tangible. All this requires 24/7 unlimited presence. I personally travel for hours and hours and hours in a timeless dimensional space in which everything becomes clearer and manifest, and in which I let myself float, aware of the images that flow, of the connections that are created, of the space in which I am brought, lifted to observe and anchor and to ground new geometries of light. I observe the perfection of the universe, the millimetric accuracy of everything I create on the outside with the vibration of my DNA and my frequency, and my responsibility to move any vibration and or linear thought outward. With joy I transmit this vibration that passes through infinite doors to be anchored to earth, in us. With love, Christina, Syrian frequency, our cells and our DNA, etheric surgery, God consciousness. From new Lemuria.it. And from divine Sistar of the Light, Blue Rose Oracles. Today's energies are reflecting the bliss frequencies which are arising from deep within the heart of Gaia as she holds space as the Divine Mother for another beautiful upgrade and layer of unity consciousness to anchor. The grids are rippling with golden light waves as we have collectively moved into a higher, faster octave of light which is supporting us to step into new versions of ourselves, our business, our services, and our living situations. Lots of grid workers are relocating to anchor the new codes into grid matrices. You may be experiencing bliss, love, peace alongside old emotional patterns resurfacing, old timelines coming back into your awareness, and a deep dive into the past 10 years as you reframe, reevaluate, and forgive your past self and choices. You were doing the best that you could with the tools and awareness that you had at that moment in time. See this 10-year reflection cycle as a confirmation of your evolution and your growth. You are ready to empower yourself with new choice points, new timelines, and new opportunities to step into the fullness of who you truly are. It's time to declutter your organs, your body, your home, your phone, social media, and your beliefs, and the root causes of holding on or accumulating, whether through lack, rewarding yourself, inner child nurturing, protecting yourself, or fear of change. These habits and core wounds are ready to be reframed and healed, and so are you. You are worthy of so much more, and it's time to create space for this truth to land and expand into your daily experience so that you can manifest miracles and co-create a magnetic resonance with new timelines of abundance and joy. Key observations: detachment, inner stillness, heart and root chakra expansion, floaty and dreamy vibes, exhausted and heavy sensation in the physical body, lightness within the energy body. Craving cacao, plant milks and nourishment, craving affection and connection. Bloating and weight gain as we integrate the upgrades from the recent eclipses. Timeline shifts, closing of karmic contracts. Switching on and integration of past life abilities, gifts, as old survival drivers switch off. From BlueRoseHolistic.com. And today from Divine Brother of the Light Richard Rudd, Gene Keys, unlocking the higher purpose hidden in your DNA. Gene Key 12, A Pure Heart, June 14th through the 19th, 2023. Vanity, discrimination, purity. With the 12th CD, we can be locked up in prison. They could do anything to us, but they could never stop our love, 1313, flowing in. When we get in touch and in tune with our heart, then all of our relationships and dilemmas are resolved. Richard Rudd's 64 Ways. From the Yi Ching, the classic book of change, hexagram 12, standstill. Heaven and earth diverge. The dance of yin and yang reveals the illusionary separate self. Purity is the beauty of unity. Discrimination is fresh orientation. Vanity is the entropy of dislocation, creating receptivity. Heaven and earth are estranged, the image of divorcement. The superior man perceives his virtue by withdrawal from evil, and refuses both honor and wealth. From GeneKeys.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, in this month of introspection, when our main focus is our solar plexus, and hence the clearing of our egoic self programs, finding peace and unity through soul retrieval is vital to help us release our feelings of guilt and blame as we continue our healing journey. Being grounded and anchoring ourselves in our present timeline will help us remain centered in our higher heart, rather than in other parallel timelines. This is a time when many are feeling overwhelmed due to the many emotions emerging from the healing, clearing work they are doing. When we work with our ego, it is pivotal to learn ego mechanisms to cope with all the destructive programs that arise from it. Otherwise, we may fall into egoic traps, depressive feelings, or similar emotions. When we heal all parallel timelines, many past situations and emotions may arise. This is why it is so important to understand that we are literally a totally different person that we used to be. Our past actions do not define us anymore, for we have evolved, embodied a higher level of consciousness, and as a consequence, we do not act in the same old ways. Recognizing this is essential to be able to forgive ourselves and move forward with our personal evolutionary journey and mission, learning to let go after having taken full responsibility, which shall not be confused with beating ourselves up, is what will help us start anew, understanding that the universe is one of love, never punishment, and that only we can choose to forgive, liberate ourselves, and continue with our chosen path. When we face our fears, let go and open our hearts to love, expressing ourselves and our most profound feelings, is that we begin to release blame and guilt. Freeing old emotions is of utmost importance to be able to open our soul or fifth-dimensional portal, often blocked through the many unexpressed or repressed feelings. Karma is another program that impedes us to realize that to dissolve our past unconscious acts, it is not necessary to reincarnate and be punished, as simply with the inner recognition of what we have done is enough. For when we do that and realize that our past choices were not for the highest good of all, the past deeds begin to dissolve, releasing all emotional and energetic baggage, for we have finally begun to move towards unity. This is what we came here to learn in this dual plane: compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, and above all, unconditional love. The important thing at this time, if you are in this situation, is to refocus, move into our present timeline where you exist, where you can create anew and embody higher levels of love. Recognize the false programs and illusions to continue keeping you from experiencing your divinity and real power, and above all, enslaved to a society that invites you to constantly see yourself as unworthy. Recognize all the unconscious acts, forgive yourself, realize as well all the good you have done, and the level of self-mastery achieved, understanding that you are now a conscious, free, sovereign, and benevolent being, choosing totally different choices, now based on love towards all. Within infinite love, Natalia Alba, from StarseedSoul.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Sangita Handa. At these times of intense purge, stand firm in the consciousness of the Syrian lion. You are, I am, a God consciousness of light that appears physical in a high-density world of the lowest light. Light beings on Earth are not just targets for the dark in the galaxy, but also from the general populace around. Their clarity, different ways of doing things, conducting themselves, brings to surface envy, jealousy, condemnation, criticism, skepticism from others who don't have the refinement to see the light and its beauty in them. One criticizes when one is in envy, mostly. Lack of self-confidence is when the person wears a crown of arrogance. It may appear as superiority complex in the person, but in truth, it's sheer low self-esteem and low of everything. Therefore, as the light progresses in its downpour upon earth, most slumbering cuties won't be able to handle the refinement of the advanced codings and release their anger, angst, and all above-mentioned low-light qualities upon you in an ongoing stream of overload. And whilst you are already overwhelmed with your own purging, including the collective purge imposed upon you, Since you are a light being and an important frequency holder, you might experience increased bouts of sadness and depression. Don't allow your love of self to get polluted. Hold this quality of self-love that you have finally attained, that which includes all its elements of high self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-worth. Close up and high front, walk that talk well, stay your ground firmly. Dust off the density from others by protecting yourself with the core white light bubble around you, and in addition place a bubble of violet fire mirrors around all of you, facing outward. When you know who you are and then get attacked by others around you who are basically lost and flapping in the strong currents of light, do not unnecessarily bend to suit others' needs when you don't have to. Hold your spine of light straight up and firm. A lion never eats grass even if he is dying of hunger. Do not lower your high standards of gracious qualities to suit others' demands or others' expectations. Seek not their approval, as you are complete already. Do not allow any to rock your boat. If facing severe onslaught externally, it is wise to just joyfully move on and allow karma to do the rest. And, if you're divinely protected, the ones protecting you shall handle the miscreants. Do not get into the revenge game on earth. That would be lowering your bar of light, and you have worked so hard to achieve this. You certainly do not want to lose your achievements. Your achievements are gold for you. Nothing ahead is bigger or stronger than the power of God behind you. The temple of God's will, word, wisdom, power, purification, protection. From SangitaHanda.net. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica. Awaken from the dream, as your reality is shifting. Your internal desires are changing. Internal light source, higher light mission, expanding. It's not a coincidence. You are being called to awaken deeper and deeper. Please acknowledge the great achievements of you, releasing cellular memories as you activate, awaken. Self-love is of great importance. To be in gratitude for the advancement of your physical vessel, know your energetic presence is greatly assisting the process of awakening, ascension. Acknowledge the power of you. Journal your thoughts, your light expansion. Dream of your future. Daydream of being with us. Sending waves of cosmic love, the Arcturians, and Karen from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Wednesday and Thursday, logical Mercury, ruler of the mental realm, is in his home sign of curious Gemini. Will be in a difficult square to stern Saturn, planet of restrictions and limitations, and confused Pisces. As this energy builds, we may find ourselves challenged in our thoughts, perceptions, and communications. Gemini and Pisces are both mutable signs, meaning they are not very focused or grounded, and we may find that our minds are wandering, or that we are contemplating many tasks that must get done, and we do not know where to start. This may lead to overwhelm, anxiety, or depression. Our interactions with others may also be arduous, cumbersome, or distressed. We can best use this energy by slowing down and calming our minds first. Then make to-do lists of things that need to be accomplished and patiently check them off one by one. With others, think before you speak and take responsibility for the choice of your words and delivery. And lastly, do something fun for yourself to shift your perspective and your spirits. Blessings of love and light to all. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Mercury in Gemini, semi-square Chiron in Aries. A prickle of self-doubt creeps into thoughts. We wonder, should I have said that? Am I right to think this? We stumble over our words, find ourselves cast back into the classroom as a little child, chided for the wrong answer, laughed at, pointed at, heat blushing cheeks and longing to escape from the room. Or perhaps it was a bad interview, a bad date, a bad conversation with a loved one. Sometimes these old wounds act up, revisiting us even many years later. Harsh words from the past can echo back at just the wrong time. The key is to know your triggers, to immediately respond with reframing or acceptance or compassion, whatever works to take the heat out of the situation. Turn your thoughts and words to the healing journey. Look to what you have learned. Acknowledge where there is still more to know. Discuss pain with a friend or helper. A problem shared is a problem halved. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 132, Yellow Lunar Human. Lunar is the name for the number 2, and its keywords are challenge, polarize, and stabilize. The second day of a wave spell is about identifying what obstacles need removing in order to make progress. These days are never easy, but we can't avoid our problems indefinitely. Sometimes we need a review of the situation. If there has been an issue that you're avoiding facing, then today is perfect for dealing with it. Today is Yellow Human, which represents free will, influence, and wisdom. No doubt the human being has had a huge influence on all life on Earth. The wisdom we've acquired has enabled us to become more than just a monkey. As humans, we have free will to do with what we choose. Today, use your wisdom to solve your problems. We are in the monkey wave spell, and it's a challenge to be a human today. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Lunar Human, to Abe, Keen 132, 14th of June 2023, Stabilizing Divine Will, 1111 coming in, 14/6/2023 equal 567 equal 513 equal 54 equal 9. 567 equal making magical progress. Day codes 14 media publicity recognition promotion. 5 freedom liberation change movement transformation. 9 completion service destiny divine humanity grace. Month year codes 6 heaven Christ family harmony fertility. 13 goddess cosmic consciousness natural lore. 4 form, structure, foundation, angelic, earth. 20 the awakening, clear vision. 23 royal star of the lion, strength, protection, support. Keen 132 equals 6, heaven, Christ consciousness, harmony, love, romance. Another magically divine day, unlocking our source frequencies, flowing through Hunab-Ku. 36 months ago, 4 galactic spins, Keen 132 on the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, which gives us access to the regal portal in the space-time continuum, a higher revolution as we flow with the higher God frequencies. Today we have a 9, 3 times 3 triple divinity code, and a 6 heavenly day code, pouring forth the Holy Divine Spirit through heaven's gates. These codes are opening the gates to divine flow and abundance as we reconnect to this endless, infinite energy. We are still in the energy of Hunab-Ku, galactic center, so we have a plethora of high frequencies encoding our cells in our regenesis. Gene Isis, as we reactivate our goddess cells, we have the divine presence of Father God White Wind as today's gift, and Mother Goddess Red Moon as the superpower, bringing forth both masculine and feminine aspects of our source code to unlock these gifts through these gateways, the crowning glory. Day 2 in the blue monkey wave spell of magic, joy, bliss, play, merriment, and a return to innocence. How was your day 1, beloveds? I hope the magic monkey came out to play with you. Let us know in the comments below. In this cycle we need to be mindful to fully focus on bliss and avoid the delusion and trickery. Befriend your monkey playmate with offerings of mango, watermelon, bananas, and eat more yourself to align with his vibration. Invite Chuane out to play with you and show you grand magical adventures during this cycle. Plan some playdates in your diary. Avoid the dross and fly high into the sky on your magic carpet. Things always look better from this grand perspective. Divine alchemy and miracles await. Today we are choosing to use our free will to seed our magical creations, seeding divine new realities on the physical plane. It is time to start afresh with a new bliss-filled life. Tone of creation, lunar tone 2 in the physical realm. The lunar tone represents the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. Its action polarizes, power challenges, essence stabilizing. Yesterday we magnetized and attracted spiritual energy, and today we anchor that energy in our physical bodies and physical world. The lunar tone may also reveal challenges, duality opposition through friction and possible conflict, in order to recognize and release anything stopping us from seeding a new and higher reality. The essence of this tone is to align with neutrality, the 0 point, access through Hunab-Ku and divine will. Do not draw into the illusion of ego and duality consciousness. Keep your vibe high through fun and play, which is the key to unity. So precious souls, enjoy this second monkey day of grounding and anchoring the divine magic of our natural world, communing with all her kingdoms, in order to stabilize heaven on earth. The kingdom of God, Goddess, is calling us now. Can you hear it? Today's question is, how can I best apply ancient wisdom and alignment with divine will to seed the divine plan on planet Earth? Divine blessings for a beautiful alignment with Spirit today. 0 point equals power. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 132, Yellow Lunar Human. The mantra, the code for today is, I polarize in order to influence. Stabilizing wisdom. I seal the process of free will. With the lunar tone of challenge, I am guided by the power of flowering. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. As always, we have the link in the description below to the transcription of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. If you'd like to support our work and mission and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Addie Murphy, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your support. Now I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Barbara Schworer, for another donation. Thank you, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so we're very grateful to each and every one of you. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at eaglelovecondor.com. And I'd like to also thank Divine Angel of the Light, Ruby Slippers, for your super thanks donation on YouTube today. Thank you very much, Divine Angel. We appreciate you and your continued support. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a powerful divine decree from the Summit Lighthouse. The tube of light is the decree of the alchemist. Beloved, I am presence bright. Round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name, till I am one with the violet flame. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed Thor's Day. Tomorrow is the power of the thunder and lightning of the thunder beings awaken and activate us in the most deepest and powerful ways as we continue our journey through the Ascension portal and into the new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.